Hello guys, so today we're going to be practicing some Muay Thai on the bag, so let's get right into it. Right, that's enough of a workout for me. Now, I'd highly recommend an actual fight. Try to keep your energy even and conserve your energy. But obviously you still want to hit, but think strategically and conserve your energy and don't be like, like hitting. If they're going all out and you're good enough at dodging, then you can just dodge them and all their hits. And then, especially if you're going all out, they'll get really tired really fast, right? So it's kind of like if they're just like going as fast as possible. Now, of course, an elbow, you're gonna have to step back a bit, but you can always do that. If they, run up to you and or if they even, kick you too, of course, there's a way to do that, but you can always try and dodge their punches. Elbows are a bit more difficult to dodge, but it's important to do that because if they're going all out, and of course this takes a lot of skill, like even for me, I probably can't do this because this is extremely difficult, but if you get good enough at dodging and you just dodge their hits and conserve your energy and don't hit back at them, once they're tired, then you start hitting at them and they can't block because they're tired. So they might, even if they have their hands up, it's still not only gonna help, so much, like it's not gonna be as helpful as if they're actually blocking your hits, and blocking every single hit you put at them. And if they're tired, I mean, they're gonna get hit and they're gonna, fall on the floor, and you can, hit them a whole bunch, right? Because they're not blocking, right? So you can hit them in a whole bunch of stops. And you can also kick them, do whatever you want, tee them, and they're done. Like they're too tired. So, but of course, if the other fighter is conserving their energy, you still want to conserve your energy, but it's important to, like I said, think strategically and find their weakest point, right? Or what they're bad at. And if they're bad at keeping their hands up, for example, like I am, then they're probably going to, you can hit them in the head, just hook them, right? So, and just hook them straight in the head because they're not blocking that spot, right? So that's their weak spot. And of course they can always hit you too, right, while you're hitting them, but I think that if they don't have their hands up, for example, then that's really good. And of course, if they're bad at, you know, blocking legs and they aren't good at that, then you can just, and then they're done. Especially if you kick them in the hamstrings, because that's an extremely good spot and it's very painful. So even one kick might get them on the floor to the hamstrings, because that's, you know, very excruciating. It's very painful. So, and then of course you know, you want to, if you want to get good at dodging, then definitely sparring is probably the best for that, because, you know, you really need another person at some point in time when it comes to learning a fighting skill, because even with the bag that I have, like, I've still sparred other people and that's helped me super well. And of course, if you're, you know, learning combinations and you are hitting another person, it helps when there's two people, because then you remember it better and, you know, you get the combination down easier because you're both remembering it at the same time. So it's like, if you make a mistake, then they're like, oh no, you gotta hit with your left hand instead of your right hand, right? So overall though, definitely don't, like, you know, like, use up all of your energy at the start of a fight, like, or sparring either. You don't want to use up all of your energy, or else you're just going to be tired, and then they're just going to keep on hitting you. They aren't going to stop because they've dodged every one of your hits, right? So that's extremely important if you're doing Muay Thai, and a lot of other fighting sports too, especially, not just Muay Thai, but especially Muay Thai, because it, you know, a lot of the time it's lightweight and people are super fast. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.